Hello folks, how are you? I hope all is well. So what I've done here is I've got invited up to La Bretagne, as they call it, Brittany in France by friends, just to get away for the weekend, which is really nice. And as you can see behind me, can you see behind me there? Sorry, that's me tent, I'm sleeping in a tent. There's the main thing, yeah, the lunch box, yeah. The lunch box with lunch, supper and everything else in it, And I'll just take it on a little walk, just a little walk, okay? So as you can see, I'm in his garden, Behind me now, there's a couple of other tents, other friends. There's one there. Someone's after bringing a camper van behind me, another camper van. So it's a friend of mine's garden, and it's tomorrow morning. It's a cold shower. Yeah, we have to fill up behind that camper van behind me there. We have to fill up this it's like a big bucket if you like, and you plug it in, and the water just a little shower, and you've got this kind of a man-sized tent, you get into so nobody can see you. Not that I care if anyone sees me, huh? And hold on, where to put my beer? Here it is. So yeah, so it's just because the little fella's away, he's down in Marseille, and I miss him to bits. So my friend says, listen, come on up here to Brittany, to Bretagne for the weekend if you like, and stop you thinking about him, So I'm glad I'm only getting here. I'm only here the last half an hour. Just put up the tent. Took out myself a cold beer, and I says, I'll put a video on and talk to you a lot before I go and have dinner with them all, because it's after 9 o'clock in the evening there now. And so just like a little holiday, and I feel as if I deserve it. But everyone deserves a holiday, don't they? Now it's just, when you talk about holidays, I want to bring us back on a story. When we were kids, we used to go on holidays, not with the parents, because we were poor, yeah. What it was, the holidays is a week away in the summer, that free, and it was St. Vincent de Paul that took poor families, took their kids off for a holiday, yeah, organised by the Catholic Church. Can you imagine, yeah? Yeah, I'll tell you all about it now. So we used to go to Balbriggan, and it was for a week, and it was organised by St. Vincent de Paul, and I can remember first of all, it's a big mansion, yeah, in grounds, and the grounds are all closed in by a big wall and a big black gate, yeah, and it's called the Sunshine House. Imagine that, Sunshine House. And over the door, there's a Virgin Mary, a big statue, 2 or 3 meters big, the Virgin Mary, and it's called the Sunshine House, and everyone slept in there. Everyone lived in there for the week. Now, it wasn't only us. Now, I come from a town called Bray, but then you have people coming from Dublin city centre, from different parts of Dublin, poor kids, poor families that hadn't got the money to bring their kids on holidays to the beach or whatever. So the St. Vincent de Paul, every year we had a holiday for free. I used to hate it, yeah. It was like going to a concentration camp. That's the truth. But for my mum, because my mum was on her own and stuff, she was delighted because she got rid of 2 of the kids. We didn't all go, there was 8 of us, yeah. But certain ages, But my older brothers went, but I was too small at the time. So when I got to age to go with my older brother Oddball Keith, we call him Oddball because he's an oddball. And yeah, that's how it worked, every year. I went for 2 years in a row, and like I said, it was hell. Yeah, it was hell. When you go there, you have a dorm, yeah, and from your town or your village, everyone sleeps in this dorm. There's loads of different dorms, and you have a brother looking after you, and you have to call him brother John or brother Eamon, or yeah, you imagine that, brother, and you have to call him brother Catholic. Remember, people? I don't know how it's not on the news today about, you understand what I'm talking about? About, hurting kids and stuff like that. Well, I didn't see anything of that, but what I did see is, not punishment, if you like. It was horrible. Well, the first year I was there, we had a brother, I don't know what his name was, had a beard, a fucking prick, yeah? And I was always one to go to the toilet at 3 in the morning. I used to, when I was a kid, a very toddler, I used to wee in the bed, so I had this problem. But then I came out of that, but I had to make sure I'd wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and go to the toilet. And I had said this to me man, no, Matt, make sure you tell them that I need to, Apparently my mum had said it to them, but the brother didn't give a shit. You know, the first night I was there, you know, 2 or 3 in the morning, I woke my brother Keith up, he was beside me. And then Keith said to the brother, woke the brother up, said, my brother has to go to the toilet. So he brought me up, he let me go to the toilet. And then he said, never again. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're waking me up from my sleep. And after the first night,